I'm using an acrylic mix of Prussian blue and cobalt teal as a first layer. At night, colors and shapes partially disappear, so it's helpful to have them dissolve into a unifying background color. That's why I decide to start with a blue acrylic layer. It dries real fast, so you can immediately begin working on top of it. To do the contours of the landscape, I'm going to use Prussian blue. To make it flow more easily, I dilute it with a little water. I'm doing the first oil layer with a mix of Prussian blue, Caribbean blue and a little titanium white. As you can see, the acrylic contour of the dunes is still visible. The new layer dissolves easily in the still wet base layer, making a gradual transition from light to dark less problematic than on a dry base layer. With pure indigo blue, I'm painting a rough layout of the landscape. I hardly dilute the paint because I'm working wet on wet. Same brush size, 002 Kolinsky. Immediately you can observe how this shadow color helps create the illusion of bright moonlight, even at this early stage. To create the illusion that the moon is really hanging in the sky, it's important to paint a halo around it that slowly fades into the dark. Because I gave the moon a rather warm color, the halo also needs a warm color. I use the same mix as for the moon itself, so brilliant yellow, cadmium yellow and titanium white, but I added a little vermilion red. And quite a lot of liquid, resulting in a transparent color that I can easily spread with my thumb, which is really helpful to dissolve the halo into the background. The landscape still needs some work before I'm going to add a hopefully subtle layer of color. With a mix of Caribbean blue, indigo blue and a little titanium white, I'm painting the unevenness of the landscape by accentuating the top edges of the low hills and ridges. I'm starting with the patches of sand in the foreground. In this shot, it's clear to see how transparent the paint really is. How often have I declared a painting to be officially finished, only to resume working on it later, sometimes even after years. My rule of thumb is, and I've said it before, that a painting is finished when there's nothing left that annoys me enough to fix it. Well, there's certainly something annoying me in this one, though I can't quite put my finger on it. And again I do what I usually do in such cases. I paint over parts of the image, hoping less is more. First, the clouds over the moon. I'm using a mixture of Caribbean blue, Prussian blue, and titanium white. I'll give it another week, and if nothing pops up to annoy me, this painting is finished.